The single biggest cheat code for business owners in 2025 is content marketing. And it's not even close. But the problem that nobody seems to want to talk about is that for 90% of founders, creating consistent content is barely feasible. Like, it sounds good in theory, the Gary Vee style advice, post 10 times on 10 different platforms every day. I'm a business owner, and I'm a born again, content diehard, and even I struggle with it. But I talk to actual founders, and the reality is that just because they're really good at their business doesn't necessarily mean they're actually really good in front of a camera. And so content creation is actually really difficult. There's huge amounts of friction. They freeze up. It takes way longer than it should. Not only that, in-house teams, they don't have in-house teams to be able to consistently create content. So they're kind of making it up as they go, trying to do it on the fly, trying to figure it out with the makeshift equipment that they've got. If they do book in a professional a recording studio or setup, it's they're under pressure because they're trying to get all this content done in 1 or 2 takes, and they have to do it in a certain time frame. And the reality is, again, because they haven't done a lot of it, they're not that good at it. So it just comes out looking crap. The biggest issue that no one seems to want to admit is that business is crazy. Business, you're putting out fires 90% of the time. And I know, the gurus tell us, you shouldn't be putting out fires every day. You should be more productive, blah, blah, blah. Let's be real. Business is crazy. Crap goes wrong all the time. Sometimes your whole week is thrown out by something that goes wrong, right? So trying to create consistent content by scheduling in filming and filming every day, it is possible, but it is so much easier said than done until now. So this is the opportunity. If what I just said resonated with you at all, what I'm about to explain could be the most game-changing thing you implement this year, right? So the app is called HeyGen, Heygen, heygen.com. And the tool specifically, they have a lot of different tools, right? But the tool specifically I want to talk about is AI voice cloning. And every single founder should be cloning their voice ASAP. And the reason is simple. Especially with short form content, and this is exactly what I'm going to implement myself. And this is the whole point of this channel is finding AI tools that me as an actual business owner is implementing, and not just some kind of hype or it could be ready someday. No, this is something you need to do right now. So me as a business owner, I'm always going to do these long form videos because I think the trust that you can build in long form still can't be matched by AI. But short form social media is incredibly powerful. We've built a really successful business with short form social media. We've figured out how to go viral, multiple times. We've got multiple videos with over 1 million views. But as I talked about before, it's really, really difficult and it takes up a lot of time. What I'm pivoting to is using HeyGen to clone my voice and nearly all of my short form social media content. So short form includes Instagram, Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, even short form video content on X, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook as well. All of these videos will now be done without me filming and just be done and published using my cloned AI voice. And in yesterday's video, I talked about the ability to create your own AI avatars and match up your voice with your AI avatars. And I think that is an absolute no-brainer as well. But specifically, I'm going to be creating all of my short-form content purely from text to voice. So text to voice is the tool. Basically, you can just write in any kind of text and click publish, and your actual voice will read out the text in your voice. Now, it does take a little bit of training data. So if you don't have training data, this is what you need to do. I did this morning. It didn't take that long because I had a bunch of videos and podcasts that I'd already done, but it needs about 2 to 3 hours of content. So for me, I had half a dozen 20 to 30 minute video clips just like this, done with a really high quality microphone, and I uploaded them. Didn't take too long at all. If you haven't got that yet, I highly recommend doing it. So you need to just sit down and get a really high quality microphone in a really quiet room. This is really important. And you need to speak naturally for, nearly 2 hours, right? So you can mash it up so you're not doing like 2 hour video. But I'm telling you, like with regards to like the leverage of your time, if to sit down and do this for 2 hours so you don't have to film any short form content for the rest of the year is mind blowing, right? And not only that, like let's think about like, okay, if you are trying to do your content and short form content manually, I will tell you this right now. I think I personally have produced 40 to 50 short form content pieces for this year, right? We're 5 months through the year. So I'm only averaging 10 short form bits of content per month, and that's doing it manually. Being able to voice clone and being able to upload and clone my own voice and now have a on-demand, ready-to-go AI voice clone, which I can just copy and paste text paragraphs and the voice clone reads that out, and then I can get my team or another video editor to just slap some B-roll together and put it on all my short form content. Like I can produce 10, if not 100 times more videos with zero effort from my end. Now, obviously, like the effort is in the setup. You've got to do 2 hours of voice cloning. If you don't do the 2 hours, your voice is going to come out sounding bad, like it's going to sound robotic. But I assure you, if you do this properly, people will not be able to tell. And you might be, that's the other thing, is like people go, oh, you know, like AI is the future. It's like, and then you go to actually try it and it hallucinates and it seems ridiculous. And you've got like Will Smith trying to eat spaghetti as like the classic video. But that's no longer the case. Like AI is rapidly progressing, right? And I'm telling you right now, you will be able to produce videos that are better, unless you are some content whiz, that are better than the videos that you're producing now, both in quality and in quantity. So you will be able to produce for the rest of the year 10 to 100 times more videos, and they'll be 10 times better quality than the ones you're doing now, because the AI version of you isn't going to freeze up on camera. They're not going to have to stumble their words. They're not going to have to repeat and refilm all the time, right? And you can get content teams in-house, or you can hire copywriters to make scripts for you so you don't have to come up with the scripts yourself, because scripting is another thing that's like painstakingly bad for founders, right? Because we'll write a script and then like the script with the right hooks and right thing, I'll go sit down and film that and that'll be great content. No, again, in the real world, it doesn't work like that, because you go to read the script and you end up sounding like a robot. You sound like an idiot. Trust me, because I've worked with business owners that are trying to do this, and I help them with the hooks and I help them with the scripts. And I'm like, you need to open up the reel with these words. And then they try and film the video and they try to use the words that I've written for them and are proven to do well. And they just can't get it out. They just fumble around with their words. They don't sound natural and it just comes out looking terrible. Like these are the real world problems. If you've been doing content you've experienced, or if you've been thinking about doing content, it's what you will run into. And HeyGen, it's not the only app that does this, but it's the leading app at the moment, so you might as well use it, has changed the game for this. So this was day 4 I'm doing a video every day on real world AI tools that founders should be implementing right now. I'm doing a video every day on this for real business owners. So subscribe. See you in the next video.